Okay. Also, let me make sure. Okay. All right. We are on track. Let's just make sure the Discord knows about it as well. And good LARPs, chat. How's it going, too? Yes. All right. All right. All right. All right. I know it's been a while. I haven't streamed in like what, a couple of days. What I've been doing is a lot of vibe coding. Now, you guys are gonna say, hey, Dara, vibe coding evil, blah 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 blah. But like, no, like for real though. I've been doing a lot of cool things with especially open code and GPT 5.2 for the past few days now, and I've been absolutely loving it. So I don't what are we even gonna do today? I was thinking we work on Icarus and then try to push like some random update. I don't even know. We'll look through the features list and we'll be like, yo, whatever looks fire there, we'll get that done and like get it out. How's it going, guys? All right, that should be fine. Let's open cursor then. Cursor. Let me turn the music down for a second. Use Claude Code today, bro. I'm not, bro. Oh, wait, actually, it might. No, I don't want to use Claude. I want to use GPT. I don't like Claude, actually. But I am gonna run out of Copilot like credit soon for this month, so I'm gonna have to like buy more. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, how's it going, Carlo? And I got a hackathon this month as well, so I gotta lock in because I'm gonna use a bunch of tokens in that hackathon. I know damn well. All right, CD, and then cursor. Bitcamp. Yeah, I'm going to Bitcamp, and I'm going to Stevens Institute of Technology, the one where Uka's at. That Uka's college. So it'd be Stevens Quack Hacks. Yeah, I'm going to this. Yeah, Bitcamp is in April. Yeah, so this is where I'm going. Y'all guys can see me. That's like less like content farm type shit. Uh, if you see a Bitcamp, say hi. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Created a face detection login API low key evil maxing. Are you gonna be like Johnny Slicer or whatever? Is that what they call him? The CEO of Evil Corp? Bro, I'm telling you, if I didn't have morals, bro, Lockheed Martin Palantir, 2 seconds, I'm right there. How do you get ideas for a hackathon? Honestly, it kind of depends. Like on my past two previous like my first like hackathons, I didn't really have an idea before coming in. I kind of have to like generate an idea on the spot. But for the last few, I've always had ideas before. So even just like premeditate yourself to be like, yo, what in my life am I looking for that I want to build that I haven't gotten to build yet? For example, what I'm planning to build either at Quack Hacks or at Bitcamp is a productivity application, like a task management application. And the reason why I came up with that is because like the past like couple of days I've been wanting to build one because I've been using all these tools. I'm figuring like, yo, they kind of like suck for me as a student because like a lot of the tasks I need to do come from school, and the process of me like integrating those two is like not meshing that well, right? So I've been wanting to build a task and management app, and I was like, okay, let me build it, but I'm like, oh, hold on, hackathon project, that's fire idea. So I'd like delayed it. I'm gonna be like, yo, give it 2 to 3 weeks. I'm gonna be taking notes on like what I want to be in it. So like when I'm the hackathon, I can just go and go like work on it immediately. So that's kind of like how I go about like generating ideas for hackathon rather. How's it going, Bubba? And then we should be fine on here. Oh, I forgot about Twitch. Oh shit. Okay, wait. I got Twitch now. All right. Also, Icarus hit 50 stars on GitHub, guys. Thank you. And 9 forks apparently. Thank you guys. Um, I don't know. I didn't expect it to be this much. When I created this, I was like low-key LARPing. So it's been like what, almost a year and 1/4. So yeah, thank you guys. All right. Besides that point, let's go back to actually working on it. So I pushed a pretty major update. Well, I haven't pushed it yet, but I was working on a pretty major update for Icarus. The past like day yesterday, I was studying from like my test or whatever. So I just like wrote a prompt to GPT to just go and explore a feature that I wanted to do build anyways. And to my surprise, it one shot it. I was like, what the fuck? Um, So yeah, I'll show you guys what it is right now. OpenClaw is at 150k stars, super overhyped. I would say OpenClaw is not necessarily like it's hype, but I don't think it's overhyped because like it kind of I feel like it's there needs to be something like that to push the notion of AI being able to do stuff on your behalf outside of like a chat or like a coding interface. It pushes that out to be a more concrete thing. I would say OpenClaw is what it would be. Yes, it's overhyping the fact that hey, you can't really like it's not really that safe for you. It needs a lot of setup necessarily. But I have another thing that I use called Zo Computer, and like it's been pretty good for like just like open claw like features, but with the safety of having an actual company manage that. You're so smart, thank you, man. Are you learning programming C++? Yes, I'm learning C++ in school. So I did like a little calculator app like 2 streams ago because I wanted to like lock in before school because I don't like not knowing what we're doing in class. I like to be like ahead of the game. So like building this app was kind of like a ooh, I'm ahead of the game kind of. Well, I really wasn't, you know what I mean? But yeah. Do you think in 2 years we will be able to will be all about cleaning up AI code? I would say I'm not even sure of that, to BH. Like, ooh, I'm not even sure of that because like I can't even begin to imagine what AIs like GPT and stuff will look like in the next like 2 years. Like, will they be meta? Will they be not meta? Like, you know what I mean? Like, will the entire way of interfacing with them change entirely, right? Because like now we're continually evolving and went from being in ChatGPT on the website, okay, to being in your IDE, to being okay, no, it's gonna be a CLI in your terminal on your computer. And now we're moving towards okay, no, it's gonna have its own entire computer, like it's stuff with multibots, right? So it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. We're like switching mediums very fast. So we're still all trying to figure out what is the core medium that we want for that stuff, right? Have I used OpenClaw? No, I tried to set it up. My dorm Wi-Fi cucked my ass immediately. You also having a spring break? Do I have? I think we have 1 week of spring break. I believe. If I'm wrong, I don't know. I think it's 1 week. Saying, do we need to clean up AI code? It's just a huge cope. Uh, AI will clean it up for us. I mean, okay, guys, gotta calm down, because I don't like speaking too much on like what the future would be in terms of AIs, because again, rapidly changing. But I think the best thing to do is just always keep an eye out entirely. The at the end, the AI is gonna be just like every service useless. All right, guys, here's the feature. Boom. All right. So what it changes the fact that if you look at, oh my god, my performance is actually getting cooked. I think it's because like I'm running like multiple things at the same time. But anyways, right? Whenever you scale Icarus, it's now full screen. Because what I did was I changed the way the bounding boxes are set now. So instead of it being like what was the aspect resolution again? Like 1.2 or something. Now it's actually 16 by 9, and you will just be able to like scroll back and forth. So if you have like a huge ass screen when you like put it in full screen mode, you won't have the gap that used to exist here. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, open the old version for reference on that, and then I can show you that. Um, but yeah, this is the this is the old version. As you can see, there's a gap here. Whenever like it's not scaled towards the correct like screen size, so I fixed that by like having them be wide, boy, essentially. So that was pretty cool. Now imagine a world where Copilot wins. Just cry. I would like. You know what? I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't want to say anything and it'll be like, oh, you're wrong. But like, there's a lot of stuff changing. There's a lot of people like in the open weight side and the open source model side that's like changing a lot as well. It's like so many different things. I just can't even begin to like state one thing. You know what I mean? Let's see this. What I am scared about though is AI art and stuff. I don't know how like people will cope about that. I feel like LMs have plateaued. Front end development is cooked. Not gonna lie, I would say yes and no. You still need people to be able to generate those unique ideas. to build with the AI. Because if you guys haven't seen, oh, I did a GPT. I forgot to tell you guys, but I did a UI test with GPT where I had it generate 5 different pages using what the front end design skill or whatever, and it was basically the same thing multiple different times. Like it's the same. It's almost like the training data they're pulling from is like only like 5 pieces of training data. So you definitely need people to still orchestrate and guide these like AIs towards like the right imagined idea of what a website should look like, right? And not just like vibe coded slop. At least for now that is, right? They definitely play through for people who can't dev. I would say, yeah. And I feel like recently, I think what the ever since GPT-5 dropped and Opus 4.5 dropped, I feel like that's when AI finally got good. That's when I was able to like one shot things a lot without having to be like, yo, I go back and go fix it, right? That's when I believe that, yo, we are in peak era. And that's how I started like vibe coding way too much. I'll actually show you guys what I vibe coded earlier this week. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys some plot. So I take Japanese right now in college. I have a Japanese class, and in Japanese the conjugation is absolutely bullshit. There's like several different rules for several different like time frames or whatever, and I find it hard to like find a place to actually practice with the words we're being given within class. So I was like, 2 hours before class, I was, you know what? I'll just make a website for it, right? Open code 5.3. Let's go. Grinding it out, right? And I got this going. So wait, let me turn the volume up because I had my friend like do sound effects for it as well, and it's low-key kind of good. And then, oh wait, is the sound on? Oh yeah. Okay, the sound is on. All right, guys. So it's basically just like a flashcard website, but it's like more tailored towards my class, and like students in my class use it, and you can just like do blah blah blah, and if it's wrong, you get like a wrong sound effect and all that stuff. And like, I was like, wow, this is kind of cool that I can just go in because I know how software works and how to actually program this. If I can give it a specific set of instructions and it just does stuff, right? And it builds like really small mini tools that I can use for myself, right? Uh, Gemini 2.5 Pro was good, really? 2.5 Pro, not 3? Plot twist, AI is just a group of people responding to you. It's like a what software farm in India where you have like 30 million guys just working. Do you think it's worth learning how to code or just vibe coding to build projects? I say it's worth learning how to code. Like learning how to code improved how I vibe code. Well, I learned how to code before. Like vibe coding was a thing because I learned before the age of AI. But like just like knowing how to do things improves the way you're able to prompt and stuff. And I'd rather use AI as a tool to learn and better myself and my skill in order to be able to do more with it than to just like crutch on it super hard. What's gonna be different between you and someone who crutches really hard, right? You've got to put a difference between those two. All right, let's see this. Also, I built this as well. I built a app for myself called Slate, which is essentially just a text editor that just like stays on my screen and just has text in it. That's all it is. It's literally Notepad, but like Notepad, no, like nothing else. No file saving, no nothing. Just pinned on screen, always on top behavior that I can use to like edit text. Because I found like I don't like opening up an entire text editing app. For example, Notepad was supposed to be the simple, clean app that everybody uses to like edit text, and now it has like a bunch of bullshit features. I'm like, bro, I don't want to interact with all of that, right? So I just built like Slate. I use Tori, and I basically like vibe coded entirely, like 2 seconds. So that was pretty cool. Sticky notes. Oh yeah, I forgot they have sticky notes, but I don't have it installed, so I wouldn't know. But basically, it's kind of like sticky note. I do have sticky notes installed. Do they actually stick? Ooh, decisions. Let's look at this. Take a note. Oh shit. Wait, this is actually kind of fire. And does it stay on top? Oops. How do I make it stay on top? Hello? Does it not stay on top? Wait, guys. Wait, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me, though. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Settings. Enable insights. It's not staying on top. This is not really what I wanted. But like that, this is kind of behavior I wanted, where it's like on the same thing no matter what. But yeah. Uh, I'm learning HTML, CSS. Should I focus on those languages or learn the bare minimum and move to JS? I would say, um, you don't necessarily just like move to JS, right? Because like all of these things are interlocking, especially HTML, CS, and JS. They're all like interlocking to like one little bit. So you'll definitely just need to know some basic HTML, some basic CSS, and then you can move on from there and like learn JS, and then start increasingly making more better looking and more complex things. And then yeah, so don't restrict yourself from using JS too much, I would say. And might pin how to pin sticky notes on Windows. Can you not? Uh, Windows W. Uh, used to have sticky notes pin feature, but it's gone. Sticky notes new. Yeah, you see, they took it away. So that's what's going on. That's because I vividly remember doing like research on this, like saying like, oh yeah, is there something I can do for that? And they're like, no. So I built this for myself. So that's cool. Fucking Windows, man. Yeah, Windows, they're being chopped right now, especially with the updates they've been making. I swear to God, whenever I'm watching like anything, like any tech news every week, somehow for the past like 3 weeks, a new Windows update has managed to like break people's installs. I'm like, bro, it's not that hard to not break people's installs, guys. Are we like actually testing this shit? But at the end of the day, Windows is deploying on such a wide scale that I would say, okay, there's prone to some errors here and there, but that many errors within a consecutive row. You tell me you failed 4 times? Like 1, 2, 3, okay, you got me. But third time, really? This is not really computing. It's not really computing. So yeah, the Windows updates, they've got to lock in, and I think Satya Nadella was saying that they're stopping the age of AI and they're gonna focus on stability and reliability. Like damn well you should. Like fucking hell, everybody uses this stuff to run their daily PCs, and you're telling me you're just like gonna blow people's stuff up. Why? Who asked? Right? But yeah, that's my like annoyance with Microsoft a little bit. But I use Windows at the end of the day, so who am I to speak on this? And I'm not gonna be switching to Linux unless I get a second hard drive and somebody pays for that. Wink, wink. No, I'm trolling. I think my TikTok revenue is gonna pile up within the next like 3 months. I'll be able to buy one $50 hard drive, and then you guys will be like the one that sponsored it. $50. That's it. I don't care what anyone says. CS major is cooked. There will be no entry level jobs. Are you sure though? Are you sure though? It's not cooked necessarily. I wouldn't say. There's always gonna be more people that's needed. And plus, I feel like the reason why people thought CS was cooked was either because of the influx in the market, the changes within the industry, and the overhiring during the pandemic. All of those things like literally combined to create an economic storm that destroyed everything essentially. So yeah. What are you yapping about? We're yapping about like CS content, AI, what else? CS AI. What other LARPs do I have? But yeah, thank you for answering my questions. No problem, man. I'm always here to answer questions that firstly. All right, let's look at the feedback and ideas form. What do people want me to add? So let's go to work in progress and planned, and then things without tags, I guess. Let's just scroll down and see. So I added this auto MP4 to GIF converter. That would be cool, but I didn't have to like write some like binding between like what would it be? FFmpeg to do that? That's too much work. The numbers are looking good. Less and less jobs opening for junior roles. I mean, we are in turbulent times still though, so I would say no. So we'll keep an eye on that. But I do agree that it's looking a little bit chopped right now. Do you think USCD is good enough college to get ahead of the entry level competition? I would say college doesn't matter that much, like because like again, sure it's gonna give you like opportunities in terms of the people you're meeting are more locked in and all that stuff, but college doesn't matter too much within comp sci because no college can prepare you to be entry level. I'm so sorry to say, but there needs to be drive and work outside of class to even get you remotely to where you're even competitive, right? You want to be putting the extra effort out of school. You want to be grinding side projects. You want to be grinding leak code. You want to be actively participating in these things. You want to be going to hackathons. You want to be doing all that stuff because it's super duper uber important. And yeah, That's just my thing. Let's see here. Overlay in game. In-game overlay is not an easy thing to do. Lineups. He wanted double lineups. Oh, to like stack ability icons. I don't know about that. That seems kind of like chopped of an idea. You can get a junior role, but it's more about who you know. Just applying ain't gonna get you shit. Yes, no, it's actually facts. It's literally connection maxing at this rate. Like it's just gotta be like you know that guy who knows that guy who knows that guy. That's why I'm always like heavy on connection maxing, hackathons, all that stuff. Just go meet people, know their names, like get in contact with them. It's literally the meta. Let's see. Able to choose colors for abilities. Oh, that's I don't want to do that. That's it. That seems lateral and not. That's like way too quality of life for me. We'll see. Favorite agent tab. Oh, favorite agent tab. Ooh, I can do that much. That shouldn't be too hard. I wonder if I'll make it like in settings question mark. I can't have favorite just be there. That kind of sucks. Am I making a game? No, I'm working on a Valorant application, and right now I'm looking to add a feature. The app is called Icarus, and I'm just looking at the Discord and seeing what people are requesting for features and seeing if any of them I can knock them out and get them into the application. How many hours a day should you code to be entry level ready? I would say 2 hours per day. I do 2 hours per day personally, but you can do 2 hours every other day. You just gotta love programming. Like programming should not feel like a chore to you, right? So work on something you care about. Like try to make it as easy for you to commit to doing the action. Okay, work on something you're interested in. Work in a stack you like. Like just try to make it so you enjoy the process of programming and not don't make it like you're taking your medicine or you're doing your 10 hours or like 2 hours of required programming a day. It's not gonna work out. You're gonna fail. You're gonna like be like, oh my god, I'm tired. You're gonna burn out. Let it be something you like so it's like way easy to maintain, and that's what I do personally. I love programming, but I'm scared about the job market and don't have much time. I would say, um, as long as you love programming and you put in the effort and you create things, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Grass is green. You'll be fine. You'll be able to leverage these tools. It's not like nobody's like, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. All right, let's look at this. So they wanted to add a feature for favorite characters, right? But my issue with that is if you look at un segundo, give me 1 second. Let me just close this right here. What are my opinions about JavaScript? I think JavaScript is goated. I think every programming language is genuinely goated. And you just have their quirks you need to work around. Look genuinely. There's one language I do no likey. I like not liking it, but I think it's still pretty good. I think Python, just the fact that you have to like indent tabs pisses me off. Apart from that, it's a pretty good language. Like it has very, very useful, especially like in the AI space and data science space and like just like automation space. Like it literally does everything. So that's why Python is peak for that. But in terms of like, hey, do I want to be writing in Python? No. Don't wanna. Would not wanna. Wouldn't even dream of it actually. So yeah. Let's see. What should I be even working on? I was gonna look at my op. All right, so guys, I have an op. Well, not really an opposition necessarily. Oh, I have so many applications open in the background. That's kind of annoying. All right, let me kill some of them. All right. I'm learning Golang, and I really like it. So far, simple and powerful with types. Nice. I heard Golang is really good for like back end stuff and in general. Cause like the safety. How's it going, Preet? How's your internship going, man? That's insane. When did you start coding? My internship is gonna start summer of 2026. I'm actually gonna be getting info when I'm gonna be where I'm gonna be like placed is in early March. So when we get to early March, I'll tell you guys all the details of like where I'm gonna be placed within Amazon. I'm probably gonna end up in Seattle, and I don't know which team yet. So like I'll tell you guys that when that time comes. But yeah, I've been programming for 6 or 7 years. But I really only started taking it seriously about what 2021, 2020. I started off like wanting to make video games, so I started off with Scratch, and then I went to Roblox, and I thought I could be like a goated ass Unity dev, so I went to Unity. Keep in mind, I never created actual fully built games. I was building BS. I just made some bullshit, right? And then after that, right, I took a break from programming because I was like, bro, this is like way too hard for me. I can't possibly do this, right? Until I wanted to build an app for my school. I was like, yo, this TS pissed me off at school. I'm gonna build an app. Why not, right? And I learned how to do that. I'm like, oh shit, I can actually do shit. What the freaking crap? That was like way easier than I thought. And it's just the fact that game dev literally like required so many disciplines: art, sound design, like game design, coding, physics. And then like my little wee child brain couldn't do it. No bueno. I couldn't. So yeah. So that's why I felt like game dev was kind of like a off start for me. My guy decided to just dev in expert mode. I don't know how people do coding for games. It looks like a huge ass headache. It is actually. It is like it is not an easy thing to do. Is it worth still learning how to code? Definitely, 100%, 1,000% actually. The coding isn't hard. It's all the other stuff. Yeah, and when you're making games, it's all the other stuff. And imagining all these systems like coming together is such a freaking bull crap thing. My favorite thing about programming. Oh, that's a good question. My favorite thing about programming is finding an interesting problem to tackle and successfully solving that problem. Like seeing my code, what I've done, make changes on the screen. It's like, oh my God, yes, I'm peak. And another one that I found to actually really like is whenever users tell me that, hey, I used your feature and it really made my life. Like that makes me happy. Like that warms my heart. Like I for example, I was like in the Discord for Icarus or whatever, and I added a feature called lineups, which essentially lets you like combine an ability and a character together on screen, so you don't have to put in a bunch of extra data outside of that, right? And a user sent me a screenshot of what their file looked like before. It was all messy, and then look at after, like it's all clean and stuff. And they're like, "Oh my God, thank you." And I was like, "Whoa, I did that! Wow, that's really cool." So that's my like one thing or like two things I like about programming. That would be interview question. At this point, I'm getting interviewed, bro. Interviewed 24/7, but it is what it is. All right, let's see here. I'm scared to drop this update because I feel like there's something wrong with it, but I just can't put my finger on it necessarily. I feel like there's a bug. I feel like there's something lurking in the dark. Even though I already did a code review. I did code review on this update last night. It looked pretty fine to me. I actually made this update 2 days ago, but I haven't launched it yet. And I'm just looking. I'm just looking. I'm like, there's something suspicious about this update. There has to be something that breaks, but nothing has broken, and it's just weird. So that's my sneaking suspicions. Python is honestly underrated. Best programming language, versatility greater than all. Such a little child, so naive. Python is for chuds. Sorry to say that, but Python is for chuds. But I would say no, Python is pretty good. I just don't like certain things about it not being statically typed, and the fact that it's versatile is absolutely goated. Okay, if somebody told me to use Python, I wouldn't hate on them. I'd just be like, you are practical, but you could have used something like something cooler. I'm actually gonna make a low cortisol Python video. Low cortisol Python video. I'm gonna make one tomorrow. Tomorrow, even tonight, even. Who cares? I'll just make it. 2 seconds. Have I ever worked with the Raspberry Pi? No, actually, I never got to work with the Raspberry Pi. I think the most hardware work I've ever done was with what was it? I did digital electronics in high school, and we had to literally write like stuff with gates and NAND gates and work with what is it? What do they call those things? Like the integrated boards or whatever. So that's like my maximum amount of experience with like working with hardware stuff. That is. Isn't Python the best language for beginners though? I would say yes and no. It could, cause like yes, it looks like English. It's very simple. You can just literally go A to B, right? But my issue with that is that sometimes you need guardrails. And Python doesn't explicitly put you in the guardrails and forces you into the track and takes you down it, right? It gently guides you. Say, oh, you can do that. That's not wrong. So it's like gentle parenting versus like really strict parenting. And some people need strict parenting to understand that, yo, this is how things go. So make sure the way you're learning faster than gentle parenting that lets you like go through like little cracks and do all that stuff. If you guys get what I'm saying right here, right? So just a capstone title. What's your capstone about? This is kind of a random question, but how do you put programming into my day? Oh, okay. I want to put more programming in my day. Actually, that's the thing. I wanted to put more programming into my day, but I often end up like having to do other things. Like for example, I'll give you an example. I had like what? Finals. I had finals last year, and I kid you not, 2 days before finals week, I spent 12 hours on VS Code on both days, pushing a 10,000 line update to Icarus. Yes, before my finals. So I just genuinely like programming in general. So it's for me, it's actually the opposite of trying to find it hard to not put it in my schedule. So I would say if you find something you're really interested in, you want to explore, something you want to build, it won't be hard to follow up with it like consistently. At least that's how it is for me. But I would say when I am burnt out, it's hard for me to get back onto. I'll show you guys my GitHub so you guys can see. My GitHub literally tells you the times I get burnt out. What is sweet software engineering? Give me a second. Let my GitHub load. So if you look at my GitHub right now, you see all the gaps that are here. These are when I burnt out. Like early this year, I was. If you look right here, early this year, I was absolutely burnt out right here. I did not want to code for like a couple of days. I was just sitting, being a freaking chud, not wanting to do anything essentially until I got back into the groove of things. I was like, you know what, I'm chill, right? So it happens. It happens. Mobile applications, bro. I did mobile applications. Like I've done like 2 mobile applications. I just build whatever like I feel like I need, and what I've been needing is like mostly desktop apps lately, except from like what I just built, which is Tapeform Sucks, and that was like a web thing I built. So yeah. How long does it take to get good at coding? If you practice 2 to 3 hours a day, I would say like 2 months, 3 months. And it's not like when I mean getting good at programming, I mean like up to a point where you are able to tackle anything that's thrown at you given enough time, right? Because those 2 months will have setbacks and failures that you're gonna eventually triumph over. That's gonna give you more confidence in your ability to do things and tackle things head on, right? If you ask me like before I worked on Icarus to do something, I'd be like, I don't think I can do that. But now I'm like, yeah, I got it. Just give me time. Give me some days, so, 2 weeks even, right? So being able to understand like getting over the mental gap. Oh my god, it's such a huge thing. At least that's like getting over the mental gap of knowing that, hey, something you couldn't solve yesterday, something you can solve tomorrow is like absolutely insane. Once you start seeing that, it start clicking like this, like immediately off the bat. How are people get internships in the freshman year already? Back in 2019, there are even no internships. Okay, so Raihan, I went through a method. All right, if you want to get an internship your freshman year, most of them they go through a method. Some people like are just like cracked out of their mind and they get in just like raw off that. But people use a method sometimes. My method was I went through the Amazon Future Engineer Scholarship. It was a scholarship for people in their senior year of high school. So I applied in high school actually, and it's basically like a thing where like they look at your GitHub, look at your resume, look at all the things you've done, and if you're goated at like CS or academically goated, they're like, yo, hop in the train and we'll give you an internship for your freshman year. And I applied and I got in, and I was like one of the 400 people that got in. So I was like, whoa, absolutely crazy. Other people, they have connections. Their dad works somewhere, their mom works somewhere, and they literally look. I don't hate on anybody for nepo maxing. If you're a nepo baby, good job, wonderful for you. I would not hate you for that, because like, if think about it, if you were in a situation, would you do that? Yes, of course. You take it any second, right? So don't blame people for network maxing. I personally didn't have any nepo opportunities, so I had to like grind for my shit. So it is what it is. How do you recommend learning code how do you recommend learning coding? Because I'm following a full stack course by Meta. I would say the best way to learn how to program is literally by doing. Project based learning, absolute peak. You see my GitHub right here? 64 unfinished projects. Maybe like, okay, 4 of them are finished, but 64 unfinished projects apart from the 4 of them. And just like learning through like failing and going over and over again is going to build the actual muscle, not muscle memory, but like mind concept to action connection. Cause like it really is just concept to action. Like, how do I translate my thoughts of what is going to happen into code, and what is it going to look like visually in terms of like, how can I infer code? Like, it'll get to a point where you look at, for example, I was helping my friend with his project that he was doing for like his like league API tracker. I literally don't spend too much time in TypeScript, and just showed me a piece of code from TypeScript with promises, and I was able to tell what's going on in 2 seconds, right? So literally just that process of like iteratively figuring out how things work in the entirety, because like computers all work the same. It's just like a different way of like going about it, right? So like understanding those bases will like set you for that. How many hours do I practice by day? Like 2 to 3 hours per day usually. I like to give myself enough time to do other things as well. So yeah. Some days though, I could spend the entire day programming. And sometimes, I don't know. It's those days are a mixed bag. I usually like those days, but that usually means I'm putting off work I need to be doing. Right? I have homework I need to be doing. I'm not doing it. So yeah. What's my favorite Linux distro? Okay. H. Good question. I haven't used Linux yet, but if I was gonna say what my favorite Linux distro is, Omar Archie is looking pretty fire. So, and also Arch just has aura of like, I'm an Arch user by the way. So we'll see. Whenever I end up buying a new drive so I can dual boot Linux, we'll see where that sends me to. But yeah. How do you get an internship for a graduated person like me? Is it hard to get full-time IT here? I would say yeah, being graduated kind of like sucks because like you have less opportunities to meet people. So I would say grind out like connection events and networking events and know people. Look, your ability to get employed is the people you know. You've got to know more people. You've got to meet more people. That's why even me, that I was like post-pandemic, I was incredibly socially anxious. I had to literally like increasingly force myself to break out of my block to get to where I am today, right? So you've always got to be meeting people, and then of course do your projects, do the classic, grind out lead code, apply to jobs, go to all these places. Connections get you to places. Okay, that's the only thing. You got to make some noise so people hear you, right? So make some noise, do cool shit, and it's gonna turn up for you. What country am I in? I'm in the U.S. right now. Endeavor OS is underrated. It's Arch based, but really sick. Let me see this. Endeavor OS. Thoughts on cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is not going anywhere. I'm gonna tell you that much. They're not going anywhere. Let's see. Terminal centric system. Does it have like cuz like every like Linux like distro has like the thing that makes them unique. Do they have like their little like what's their thing that they say is their go-to thing they do? Rather. What school do I go to? I go to UMBC. Let's see. Not the most beginner friendly distro, but definitely a good option is Arch, but easier to set up. Oh, okay, so easier version of Arch to set up. Okay, that makes sense. That makes logical sense. All right, let's see what favored. Oh, this is how they do it. No bueno, no bueno. Okay, let's go to this for example. So this is how I do it. I have all on map and by the roles. Now, I would love to have a favorite tab here, but that's gonna just make them squish together. And I'm not sure if that's what I want, right? So let's see. How would I go about this? I can't add one here. It's not is being favorited a role? I don't think that's a role at all, right? So let's just do some minor code changes and see what it would look like in theory. So I'm gonna go to where this code is at. Also, I've got to write docs for my project. Oh my god, I got to write docs. People have been forking it a lot more lately, and I want to make sure they understand what the fuck is going on in my code, because only I like understand where everything is. And it's kind of like, oh shit, but it is what it is. All right, so this is where's the shad just the agents tab, and where would that be? Extended raw scroll bar, alignment, and it's the grid view builder. Oh, it's right before the grid view builder though. It would be right here. Agent filter. That's where it is. All right, nice. Which language is this? This is Darts, and Darts is primarily used within Flutter, within the Flutter framework, and it's a framework built by Google for like building applications cross-platform, Windows, web, Mac OS, iOS, whatever you think about it, it's nearly everywhere. And like Darts, the language was really originally developed by Google for their ads framework. Like if you don't know, like I think like 90% of their like ads framework works on Dart or something. Like absolutely crazy number. So yeah. What happened to my game? Okay, Ava. I'm gonna tell you, it's on hiatus right now because I am currently grinding out on a hackathon. When it's done, we'll be free to work back on the game. But I should start like planning stuff for it because like now that I've reached such a state with Icarus, I will have more time to go back and work on what is it? On the game rather. All right, let me test this right here. Hopefully it doesn't error out. See? And then it's like, oh my god, we're so small and we only have one chip. Like you know what I mean? It's like it's no bueno. It's no bueno. What if I increase the size slightly? I mean, that's pushing it. Because it's not even just gonna be roll. It's gonna be like a word like favorite, right? Favorites is literally like holy crap, long word, right? It's it's gonna need way more than that in terms of space. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Ah, that is such a killer. Like I think one thing that's just really killer, like it has been really killer for me mentally, is whenever I want to add a feature to my app, and just knowing that the UI just does not currently support that, like at all. It kind of sucks, right? Do you use Claude Code for coding ever? I don't use Claude Code, but I do use Open Code, and I have been using Open Code for the past 2 weeks. That I've almost run out of like my Copilot subscription. So, so yeah, my go-to model right now is GPT 5.2. 5.3 isn't on API yet, so I haven't started using it apart from like inside of Cursor. So yeah. I just don't like the the Claude models too much because I like to just give an agent work to go on and not have to like guide it or stare it too much. Let's see here. Let's see what other features do people like request suggestion because I've literally knocked out a lot of features that you wanted. Some feedback on stuff. That's cool. Love what you're doing for the community. Solo counting my rank grind. I was planning to do a strat harbor. I just let you know the goat harbor. This is my goat, by the way. Philosophy. This is my fucking goat. Okay. Um, apart from like, there's literally nothing left. No. Oh, this is like map stuff. I think I fixed this already. An idea, so different steps to play, biphase mid, where util is used, and all that stuff. I think that's fine. So I think I'll mark this as done as well. So this is a feature that I think I fixed. Show different steps of play. Okay, that's fire. A bug report. I feel like zooming in is better than crop because okay, that's cool. And then I think it's a done. I think I've done this, no? I've done this. To be able to zoom into what? Zoom into images or something, right? I believe I did this. All right. Done. Okay. That's cool. And then make guns. Oh, this guy wanted guns in the app. But I'm like, do I really wanna? Like, how would it even look to have guns within this? Because again, I've been saying this like multiple times on stream, but the one thing that plagues me right now is that the UI of Icarus is so complete that adding something else feels like I'm breaking it. Like I'm like losing the plot, right?
Are we toughies on it?
So I think we need to fix that notion to make stuff work. Does the language matter or skills you can build? Language doesn't matter that much because in programming, the longer you're at it, the better you get in general. Like you can insta hop to something else very different. It might take you like what 2 weeks of like getting familiar with the tools, knowing what's going on within the space, but it's not gonna be too hard, right? And that's literally the point. It's late already, bro. Yeah, it's like what 8:30. I know. I'm streaming mad late. I'm streaming mad late, but I don't. Oh yeah, I had a meeting. I had a meeting with Amazon, and they were like setting us up before the internship. So I just like couldn't stream like during my normal time. So and that set me like back a bunch. So yeah. Uh. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm curious about what. You know what? Let me add this feature. I wanted to add oh my god. Oh my god. 1 second. There is a not a bug rather, but there is a mistake I left in from like 30 billion updates ago. And it's the fact that the delete button still uses the old UI like theming and framework. So it looks absolutely dog. So I'll go fix that. I still love you, bro. I love you too, Nico. Let's fix this though. Okay. So I'm gonna have to figure out where that is at, and that's gonna be like what? Strategy view, not strategy tile. Bro, I'm telling you, the fact that I just like navigate using Command P kind of sucks for everybody else using my repo because I don't care about organization. If I know what I'm looking for, I just Command P and search to it. I'm not like going through folders, which kind of sucks. So let's see here. Export, show dialog. Where's the delete? This is it. Delete alert dialog, and we gotta change this to use a different dialog. So I'm gonna do this. Shad dialog. Dot alert. Is that what I've been using? Let's see. Dialog dot dart. I think this is my dialog, right? Okay. And then what do I do with this? Well, this is not mine. This is like the chat. Okay, dialogue. I have one I use. So dialog dot alert. Wait, what's the difference? Let me check this. So this is alert and this is cancel. This is true, and then returns that. Oh, this is a confirm alert dialog. Okay, I can technically just use a confirm alert dialog to do that. No, we will see. I mean, you know what? That is not crazy at all. Are you sure you want to delete this? And then we do that. Okay. Instead of having to worry about like these two different things. Text span. Oh, it has a text span in bold though. You know what? I'll do that much. All right. What does this look like? So I have this title. I don't know. It's all in string, so that's kind of sucks. You know what? I'll just build my own custom one. Why not? Okay. Dialog alert. Let me import this. It's gonna get mad at me. Oh, also there was like darts updates. Let's look at the dart updates. How do I even update like the SDK? I literally couldn't tell you how to do that. I couldn't even tell you how to do that. But there was an update that increased the time of the analysis server because the analysis server is slow on Windows, and apparently they said it was as a result of what is it? Issues with Windows Defender. Like Windows Defender was slowing down the LSP, and I was like, what? That makes zero sense, but I guess it does. Secondary, destructive. No need for button style. Nuke that. Nuke this. And what else are we nuking? Something else, I guess. Okay, I think I messed up here. These are the actions, so the actions need an ending to them, no? Wait, what's going on? Do I move this one up, or it's just not what we wanted? Okay, there it is. Now we fix it. All right, nice. So when I delete, now it should show the good UI. Hey, nice. Okay, nice. All right, so this are the small things I just like to fix. That just makes sense, I guess. So now that's fixed. I hope there's not any. Okay, this is cool. That works. This is like how folders work. I don't know if I want the animation that they have right now, where like they zoom in. It's kind of like kind of chuddish. Who knows? Who knows? We'll get them to a reasonable point. But I think like it's good enough to drop as a feature right now. I think like it's in a good spot. As just like a thing we have right now. Oh, it also has that gradient glow on it. I didn't know that. It's actually really cool. I forgot I even added that. Okay. Okay. Enough just testing, I guess. Because I'm scared, guys. I'm scared that the feature, there's going to be a bug, and it's going to blow shit up, and I'm going to get fucking nuked. So you know what? Do I write tests? Guys, do I start testing my code? Do I start doing the scary part and test my code? I don't like testing. It's disgusting. Makes me sick, actually. So I'm on the edge. Decisions, whether or not. But let's push this update. I think we've done enough. Let's go to git and let's do a commit. So I want to do git add git commit up. What would we call this update? Update. Oh no, let's run the build script because I have a build script that does stuff. Okay, let's go to pubspec.yaml and let's make this a minor version bump, and then this is gonna up the version number everywhere. At least it should. So the M6 version is misaligned. Okay, so we'll change that to 0.02. And then that should be fine. Uncertainty. Yes, we're not testing shit. All right. Wait, no. Is it a minor or is it a? It should be a minor. Yeah, minor bump. Yeah. So not a patch, it's a minor bump. Okay. Nice. I love semantic versioning. Yippee. Said everyone else in the party. No one said that, by the way. Let's go to strategy provider. I just want to do one more check. Strategy provider. And we're checking at 37 is the number I'm looking for. 36, 30, 38, 39. Migration. Migrate all strategies. Migrate this. And then we're saying, hey, what is this doing? It's saying strategy data bool force false. If it's not forced, and if the strat number is greater than or equals to settings of version number, and then return strat. Oh, this is like awful. This is awful code. GPT absolutely cooked it because again, we don't want this to be happening every single time. Oh, my nightlight. I'll just kill it. I just want to ask this question. Okay. So it's if it's this, we migrate the strategy or whatever. Return strat. No, we can't do this. So we're just saying if it's greater. How would the strategy be higher than the version number? That's dumb. Or equal to the version number. Oh wait. This guy might be cooking. But no, I want to date versions. I don't want to be like greater than or equals and then run a command that is not even so less than or equal to like what version are we on right now? Less than, we're on version, well, settings, version number, I guess. Let's look for that. We're on 38 right now, so I'm looking for like less than 38, honestly. So let's go back to strategy provider rather, and then less than 38 because that's version 38. And then oh wait, if it's greater than or equal to 38, boom, return strat. And that should be easy. And then it only runs migrations on all the old strategies, and we should be fine, right? And so this only does that on old strategies. Boom, 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 bop, bop, bop. And then it returns the migrated strategy. Yippee. That's cool. Yeah, how's it going, Kevin? And that should be a good migration code now. Hopefully I didn't break anything. I just want to ask GPT a question here. Oh yeah, I was editing my resume for Amazon. I want to keep this chat history. Um, I change how the migration code works. I can see what I use for like my AI workflow rather. I turn migration code works to use the set version number that is before this current update to stop unnecessary migrations. Is that okay? And does it break anything? Gotta know. So, because I don't want to know. I want to know if my update breaks shit. If it breaks shit, then what's the point of even adding it in the first place, right? So I'm gonna run the M6 build again. So let me just go back to here, so we can get the actual version I want. Let's run this. Get that going. Dara, make sure you become a Chad time thief. Should I become a time thief? I forget where is that from? Where's being a time thief come from? One would think like I would think Shadow Slave, but no, that's not Shadow Slave. That's some other piece of media. I feel like I know where that's from, but I'm losing the plot. I'm losing the plot. Bro, speaking of Shadow Slave, I gotta read Shadow Slave again, bro. I've been stacking for way too long. I've almost forgotten. How's it going, Julie? What do you do at hackathons? Usually my hackathon meta is that I work on a project for a little bit. I talk to everybody at like what 9 p.m. where everyone's chill. I go and visit all the groups. I chat with them. I yap with them, make some friends, and then go back, lock in, go back, yap, talk with them, and go back, lock in. Flutter build times seem slow as fuck. That's because I'm building in Windows. I'm just building like the actual like I'm not like running the app. I'm like building the final build of it. So it does take quite a bit. Usually it's not this much, right? Because I have like a bunch of stuff running on my computer. So it doesn't usually take like 70 seconds to like build the final package version. But to run the app, it takes like what? Like 20 seconds to get it up, which is fine enough. Do you do hackathons online? I've only done one online hackathon, and that was the one for Icarus. But usually, I like in-person hackathons over online hackathons. Like that's literally where it's at, right? So yeah. Okay. Now we have the M6. I'm just gonna go to the Microsoft Store. All right, guys. So this is how you make apps on the Microsoft Store. All right, putting y'all onto game, I guess. So you make an account with the Microsoft Partner Center. Am I logged in? I'm logged in. You click start the update and you drop your file in there. Woo! Crazy tech, I guess. Okay. So let me change the package.m6 and that should be fine. Us at Amazon this summer, vibe code, make memes at work, feed on desk, slack off on company time. By the way, this is not my true statement. If HR is watching this, no. I'm going to working 24/7. But that was a funny joke. Guys. Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's see this. Put it on there and that should be fine. I was on the wrong character. Nah, they got us is all over. Nah, it's not. Oh wait, I thought it was broken. Shit. Okay, we're good. We're good, guy. Also, thanks for the rose, John. All right, this is fire. This is fire. We got this. Let it build. My build file has been slowly climbing up in file size. It went from like 20 megabytes. Now we're at 40 megabytes, and that's just because of like all the assets I've added. Because I added like a bunch of assets for like different maps and stuff. So that just like increases my stuff. What's my main DID or main did? What's that? Sorry, we only do that at Microsoft. Yeah, only Microsoft interns sit on the chair and do nothing all day and be freaking chuds. All right. Okay. Cool. I'll just post an announcement telling people it's coming. Okay, okay, git add, git commit, uh, version 3.1, and then boom, bro, just accurately describe me and all my peers at Microsoft. Yes, at Microsoft we do nothing. Maybe that's why the Xbox team is doing so well. They're not, by the way. Oh my god. Speaking of Xbox, I am so freaking excited for all the games that are coming out this next month. Fable, Peak, Forza Horizon 6. I'm there in 2.3 seconds, by the way. Forza Horizon 6, what else is coming out from Xbox? I think that's all the good stuff, actually. So just 2 games. Just 2 games. Maybe by the same studio. So, yeah. Also, Crimson Desert, but that's a different studio entirely. So, this next few months, I'm gonna be playing some games. Hytale was low-key disappointment. Not really disappointment because like they're still working on it. So, like what I imagined from like 6 years ago clearly didn't happen because they had like a bunch of management issues. So that kind of sucks. But eventually, it's coming out soon, in full glory. So I'm waiting for Hytale to get good as well. So yeah. Yeah, honestly, 2P games is more crazy than it sounds. I mean, but those games are like the pinnacle of peak, though. Like Forza Horizon 6 in Japan, in the big Japan. Really? Like, that's like something people have been requesting for years. I remember, like, what, 5 years ago, people were talking about, yo, next Forza is going to be Japan. Next Forza is going to be Japan. And it's like Mexico. Yo, so like, people have been expecting that for quite a bit. I think it's going to like break the charts, honestly, when that drops. I'm going to be there. So that's gonna be absolutely crazy. But yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. Alright, we pushed the update. Now I low-key don't know what to do. I don't have any side project ideas to work on. Oh yeah, I guess I wanna add should I add docs? Making docs kinda suck. Grr, they kinda suck. So we'll see. Oh yeah, let me merge the PR. That's cool. Alright. I haven't touched my console in so long, I can't wait. You gonna play on PC, bruh? Come on, bruh. Like, I guess which console do you have though? Because if it's like because the thing, oh my god, okay. The thing about Xbox is that they have the Series S or whatever, which kind of makes every game have to optimize for that, which kind of sucks. So the Series S is looking kind of buns, and this is like performance. Let's see this. So I changed that much. Don't worry. This is like just like a semantic name change as well. Nothing actually crazy. Desired offset is a computer but never used. Delete area was removed from this widget tree, but it's still imported. So it's like just like small semantic things. Nothing actually like huge. So okay, we're good. No ops yet. So I'm gonna say looks good to me. Yes. LTGM. People will look at these like pull requests and look like I'm a fucking psycho. Literally commenting on my own PRs, but yeah. It's fun. I have a Series X and a PS5 that I bought with my first couple paychecks a couple years back. Yeah. Bro's playing both sides. It's actually a W. Merge yes. Wait. Let me look at what it generated. That means strategy gets set to 37, but the guard is 38. So mark run every time. Shifting X, that would definitely break position. Wait. You write after migration using the previous versions to either skip migrations you need or repeat migrations forever. C force in 38, and then this is currently 37. That means strategy set at 37, but the guard is 38. No, don't worry about that. That's fine. Okay. I fixed that. So we set the version number to be like what 38, and then we're looking back in reference to 37, I believe. So that should be fine. Golang or Rust for backend. People say Golang is better, and I honestly would just take them for Golang entirely because it seems like Golang is like more just like easier to write. I wouldn't want to write my backend in Rust. Not that Rust is a bad language. It's that not everything has to be written in Rust, chat. Rust is an oral language though. If you say you wrote something in Rust, people look at you like, oh my god, you're so oralful. You're so fucking oralful, bruh. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for versioning, and I'm making sure, just double checking mentally about my migration. And making sure I'm only migrating. So if it's greater than or equal to, if it's greater than or equal to 38, return the strategy. And then if we go to settings, what is our current version number? In settings, version number 38. Hey, nice. Okay, so we won't run into errors, ideally. So I haven't broken it. So let's post a teaser on the Discord. You know, get people excited or whatever. So yeah. Alright, it's coming. Hey man, I stuttered heavy. And even apologized to my Microsoft intern interview. Am I cooked? Um, I don't know. Hey, I don't know, man. I, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I don't think you're cooked. I don't think you're cooked. But definitely, well, like, why did you stutter though? Was it because like of a thing like you just stutter in general, or were you just like nervous? Like whichever one was it, or was it a combination of both? Just like fighting each other into like, I don't know, like a freaking Saiyan battle, whatever. I was gonna look at this package a little bit and see what's popping here. Mm, 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 mm. So there is a package for like super clipboard features or whatever, right? And it's built in Rust and all this stuff, and it's like really uber duper cool. Um, and it takes HTML as well as Access Clipboard on web. I mean, it's looks all right. I would say it's not too much different from the other one I was using, so it's not that bad. It was a screen, and Reddit people said Dara got grilled on resume, instead got caught off guard. Oh, so you basically just got, we're like, which are, you expected something else, and they hit you with a different thing, and we're like, what the fuck is going on, right? Oh, that just sucks. Oh my god. Nah, but the fact that you even got an interview though means you know ball, right? So now it's just a chance of like retrying and getting it again, right? Not necessarily might be an Amazon, but like getting it again. So yeah. Even misidentified a tool on my resume. Holy larps. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was just like a bad thing then. That sucks. It is what it is. We take the L's and we take the dubs. We take the L's and we take the dubs. That's what I like to think. All right. And it should be cool. I'll solve this issue eventually. One open issue, not too bad. How old is bro? Me? I'm 18, so I'm still young. I'm young unk. Who knows? Next year, in the next 2 months, I'm 19. Next year, 20. Now I'm officially young. Now it's over for me. I can't do shit anymore. It's over. I have to go get a job. I can't stop LARPing being unemployed, right? So I'm running out of time, guys. So I'm gonna be young very soon. Very soon. Just gives me like 2 seconds. I'm there. So yeah. Let's see here. I honestly have nothing to work on right now. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might just wipe working entirely. So if you guys have anything you want me to review, maybe it's like a website, a portfolio website, just drop it. I'll review them. Like, I'll do a little 30-minute section on reviewing stuff or answering questions. Whatever y'all want. You have 30 minutes of my time to ask me, probe me, whatever. Who cares? So yeah. Best resource to learn how to code, like websites, I would say, the Odin project is pretty good. So like, look at the Odin project. It's like a really extensive resource that people use all the time. You said not Amazon law. I hear bad stuff about how they work y'all over there off script right now. But from what I've heard from people and what I've heard from other interns personally, it depends on the team you are on. Some teams will be really heavy on deadlines, really working like 24/7, over, under, overtime. trillion million billion times. But some teams are chilly on. You leave work at 2 p.m. You start at 11, you leave at 2. Like it just depends on the team, right? So yeah. And Amazon doesn't track badge hours, so you can literally just LARP stuff. Yo, how's it going, Udehi? How's your like startup going? I've been seeing the plays you've been making though. I've been seeing the plays. Kind of fire. Just started coding as a finance professional. It actually really interesting and frustrating. Well, yeah, okay. It is frustrating until you get that one small win, and you're like, whoa, and you get all that dopamine rush. You start like, I want to do this again, and it gets really frustrating, and you get dopamine, and you're like, it's like a cycle. It's like a cycle. I'm still waiting for your YC interview. Nice. I'm doing intern work next week, and all I know is basic React props, maps, like that. But my JS is quite good, I would say, or quite bad, I would say. Like, what is it on that? I'm still waiting on that, twin. No, it's gonna come. It's gonna come, Vaughn. It's gonna come. Keep grinding, bro. Thank you, man. Web dev is frustrating. Yeah, I would say, yeah. The thing is about web dev, I feel like it's the only space where things are moving like this. I mean, because like it depends on what you're using, but in terms of like what's changing in the space, like, ooh, things are fast. Ooh, there's things going on. But companies often just stick with the old things anyways, right? They're not always like pushing things to insane versions. But I would say my favorite thing in the web world that literally just came out about like, not just came out, but has just gained like a couple bits of notoriety is Convex. Convex, peak DB. I love using Convex every time I'm doing web stuff. Absolutely peak. Like real time by default. Absolutely goated. You have your DB defined within your code, so you're not like having to like jump through multiple like portals on the web, which like make your life like very hard. So yeah. Have I gotten my placement for my team on Amazon? Not yet, but I did get to apply for the Amazon, like the jobs listing they sent me to. So I will be getting info on what team I'm going to be on in early March, because we had a meeting today and we're like yapping a ton about all that stuff. So I'm going to get that info early March, and then I'm going to know where I'm going to get placed exactly HQ. I'm going to have to find like an apartment there and all that BS. So we'll figure that one out like eventually. Is web dev as a job saturated? I would say it's not saturated. There's just a lot of people and a lot of need for it. Like the need doesn't stop, and the people are just there, ever flowing, like ever pouring out. So yeah, this is like a baseline. I'm doing research project which is a CTI dashboard with the RAG AI agent. Nice. Okay. Also guys, put me onto game. RAG is like retrieval automated like generation, but what's the difference between that and like tool calling? Like, is there like that much of a difference between those two things, or is it like the same thing but a different way of like talking about it? Are you working tomorrow on? Am I working on the weekends like usual? I'll definitely be programming tomorrow, so yeah, I'll be working on the weekends like usual. How's it going, Jason? Milk? Yeah, long time no see. What team do you prefer to be on? I would say not AWS. Wink, 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 guys. I want to have a cushy life, just for a little bit, But they do say that AWS like makes you like learn a lot like through the process, so it wouldn't be too bad of a thing to do, you know. Let's see here. I remember you. I remember you, Jason. I remember you. Retrieval automated generation works with vector databases and LLMs. Oh, that may okay. So totally different stuff then. Your name isn't Jason. You obviously don't. Did I call you something else? I remember your profile picture. I remember your name, but I don't remember your actual name. Did you tell me? Best resource to learn Java. I actually don't have any info on that. Maybe like YouTube and just like figure out a tutorial or whatever, but I don't have a specific like tried and true resource for learning Java. I would say just like project-based learning, build stuff, and then yeah, you literally have you. Yeah, I have you on LinkedIn. I low-key don't be checking LinkedIn, twin. Like the last time I opened LinkedIn was 2 weeks ago. Like I only hop on LinkedIn to make posts, and I don't have anything to post about right now yet. It's coming, but yet we don't have anything to post about yet. So we're building all that stuff. Uh, you're gonna cry, bro. Never talk to you. All right, my bad. All right, my bad. You could try YouTube or W3 schools for basic. Yeah, YouTube is always gonna be like a go-to. Like tutorials out there on the internet for free. You don't have to pay for shit. So that's absolutely fire. Uh, as an unk, I can tell you don't waste time with Java. Damn, damn. But like low key though, a bunch of companies have a lot of Java code that need people to maintain. So is it crazy to learn Java? No. I got uncooked, and you literally commented on my post. Wait. I remember commenting on that post, but I don't remember your name. But I remember your TikTok username, but not like your actual name. What do you think of the Baby Boo remix trend? My roommate actually is making a Baby Boo remix right now. So like he does music and produces music. So I'm a fan of it. It's peak. I'm who knows? I might do a Baby Boo remix. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Uh, they aren't going to let anyone under 30 touch Java code. Yeah, it's like ungated. You have to pass like a boomer verification protocol to go. What programming language would you recommend knowing? I would say, honestly, I don't recommend to know like one specific language that's super uber duper important. I love to say in programming, find something you like, what you want to do, and just learn the process to do that. Learn the languages you need to do the things you do, because of the fact that, hey, programming is not like one singular line skill. The progress you make on one language can apply to many others, because essentially it's all the same, but like different syntax, different ways of writing it, different ways of going about it, different memory layers that they touch, but it's essentially the same concepts, right? So, but besides my like semantic advice, my personal opinion on language you should probably like know or have an idea of: JS, Python, Java. That's pretty much it, bro. Literally 3. Like if you have an idea of those, you're fine. Nothing's happening. The you gotta get him to play for the live. Does he? Like, he's playing Overwatch right now, bro. So he's not. He can't leave right now. I code in Fortran at your job. What? You even made me stutter. What kind of statement? What did you just say? What did you just you code Fortran at? They got you. They better be paying you the big bucks, bro. They better be paying you the big bucks for that shit. I hated Spring Boot. Damn, you actually like coding? Yeah, I love programming, guys. Wait, guys. Wait, why are we hating on programming, guys? This is why I told you. I've said this multiple times. Don't get into CS if you don't mess with it, because you will be having to force yourself to really go ahead and every single day to keep up, right? So that's my opinion on that. I make 12 an hour. Am I cooked? Making 12 an hour and you're writing Fortran at your work, bro. You gotta just dip off the planet so they'll realize just how important you are. Because ain't no one writing Fortran in 2026. Finally back. My TikTok broke earlier. Nice to see you, Max. Also, thanks for the follow as well. If you work in Cali, why are you flexing your 200K, bro? The taxes are no joke. Oh yeah. Bro, not only the taxes, but the property, bro. Like a little, like small condo is like 1 million in Cali, bro. So it's not that crazy. It's a good LARPs. It's a good LARPs. That's the thing. Like that's low key why I don't like CS flexing content. Like I don't think I'll like as much as like it'll get me a lot of traction. I think after my Amazon internship, I might not post like my earnings or whatever I got as an intern, because I don't like that content because it attracts the wrong kind of people in terms of like people seeing, oh my god, there's money in CS. Let's go do CS. And it's like, it's CS is not that easy to go through. I don't want you to be like just like vain and naive to be like, yes, lock in, get money. It's not lock in, get money. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to lead them towards the wrong path. I don't want to further the Frank New allegations. Okay, I'm not trying to do that. So yeah, Cali and New York have Cali and New York old as fuck. Charlotte, the new wave. Really? Charlotte, Virginia's new wave. If you don't get in, you won't get in later. Damn. I thought what? This a place in Texas. Where would it be in Austin? I thought Austin was a new wave, no? Because Austin is looking to turn into a tech hub. Am I tripping? Yeah, Austin's also a new wave. Yeah, got you. What's the green for? Oh, the green is every day of the year that I committed code. That I code. So like, this is every day of the year from like February of last year to February of this year that I committed code. And you can see I have this huge block of time in June where I didn't commit code. I was burnt out. I was working on a YouTube video. I was not trying to do shit. So yeah. Charlotte, Raleigh, and Austin. I've been thinking about Austin, whether or not I should like try to get a place there, get positioned there at Amazon. But everybody goes to like fucking Seattle, so might as well just go to Seattle at this point. I'm not trying to be out of the loop. Why are you coding, bro? When AI is gonna take your job? Yes, bro. I remember when I used to get comments like that all the time. That shit pissed me off. How do you do that? So Gamu, oh no, not you don't even like game. Is a Mako, right? I think I can, yeah, Mako. So I would say in terms of like how do you do that? You would have to is GitHub. Essentially, whenever you commit to GitHub, this is like it shows like a little blip on the thing. So today I made two commits, boom, and yesterday I made 11 commits, boom. This is like that's how it's going. Why do all the tech giants go to their workplaces? Workplaces. I'm gonna tell you right now. Taxes, land, and cost of just deploying your thing, right? Seattle, zero tax. That's where they're going to, right? So they're trying to essentially min-max their stuff, and those positions are heavily min-maxed and heavily incentivized to have those companies set up there. Like infrastructure, also like the power infrastructure, all that stuff needs to be there in that place for them to like go and be there. Essentially, so just go to the infra in general is usually meta. Is that like the thing you learn how to code and then GitHub detects it on VS Code? No. Okay. Let me explain. GitHub is a website that is kind of like Google Drive for code or for like Git. So Git is a version tracking protocol. It's a protocol that lets you incrementally make updates to your app or like your code base and be able to like reverse those changes and track them back and like merge two different versions together. And GitHub is the site that hosts all the stuff together, right? And whenever you push or make a upload or a commit upload to GitHub, you get a green like dot right there. So that's essentially what's going on. Bro, come to Charlotte. We'll see. I don't even think that's even an option on the application. I don't think Charlotte, Virginia is an option. So what languages / framework would you say you know best? I would say Flutter, Dart, TypeScript, Java, Python, and then Next.js, and that's pretty much it. I'm learning C++ in class. I'm just letting it happen. I don't really care about C++ that much, so who cares? Charlotte is not in Virginia. Am I tripping? Where's Charlotte at? I swear Charlotte's in Virginia. Charlotte County is in Virginia. Oh. But not like, oh, okay. Charlotte, where's Charlotte, bro? North Carolina. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Play Valorant? Boy, you don't want to see I played 2 Valorant games today. Do you want to see what they look like? You don't want to see. You don't want to see. What do you mainly focus on for Sui? I personally mainly do full stack and Windows Sui. I mostly just build whatever. I kid you not. I just build whatever I want, and it goes from like mobile apps to like web apps to like right now Icarus. I'm working on as a desktop application. I'm gonna deploy it on Mac OS and iPad OS eventually. TM soon, coming soon. I'm just lazy as fuck to do it. But yeah. Do you have any apps on the App Store? Yes, I have one app, Grade Aid, which is like a grade calculator for my school. And Icarus is not on the App Store yet because I'm lazy. But yeah. Do I make money from it? No, it's open source and local first right now. But I am adding online features next month, and I'll start charging subscriptions and all that stuff on like cool money stuff. It's coming in soon. But I have made money from a donation. Like somebody donated like money to the project, which is really cool. So yeah. What did you code it in to get it on both app stores? I use Flutter because Flutter is a multi-platform framework that lets you like build on multiple different platforms. So like literally deploying to Mac OS is like this. To web is like this. There's literally a web version of Icarus up right now. I just don't like tout it out because of the fact that because of the current nature of Icarus, since it's local first, a lot of the features that like are local don't work on the web because like the nature of just like the web existing in general. So yeah. So it's Flutter front end and not back end? No, because like okay, so since it's local first, there's no back end. It's just literally it just like saves the file, right? So everything is all in one like framework and stuff. What do you think of Golang? I think Golang is cool for like backend stuff, especially like very simple language. And it's good to like catch different cases on it. Do I have a class? Oh, like do I sell a course or a class? No. I don't like doing that because of the fact that I feel like those things are often predatory on people in general. So if you have a question, just hit me up. Join in Discord. Ask from the Discord. Knowledge is not. I don't think it's worth paying. I feel like everyone should just know, and then you should just have the motivation to do stuff yourself. So yeah. Uh, a lot of people call it the modern C. What do you think about that? Ooh, that's the thing is though. I don't have experience in just like raw C, so I can't tell you. But based off like vibes that I've been seeing, I think based off vibes, it's a vibes based take, by the way. Vibe based take. I think, yeah. Because I've seen the syntax, I've seen how it works. It's looking about right for like, especially the community it's garnering around it. It's looking about right. This dude could make so much money. Yeah. Oh my god. I could make you know how many times I've been hit in my DMs to do UGC content? Like undisclosed. I've been hit multiple times by multiple different companies offering me like up to like $1,000 a week to do this bullshit. And I'm like, bro, I can't do UGC, bro. I can't do UGC. It's gonna like I don't like UGC. I don't like being dishonest in my community. Like I'm just here to be real to y'all, bro. And like I don't it's like against my morals to like do a BS like that. That's why on every ad I'm disclosing it's sponsored content. I'm not LARPing that it's not sponsored content. I feel like that's not even that's not just wrong. That's illegal, actually. Under the FCC, that's illegal. You can't make an ad or publish an ad and not say it's sponsored content like anywhere on it. That's illegal. So I'm just trying to do the right thing, not trying to be sneaky about stuff. There's no point in like sacrificing all this like not only my integrity and my dignity, but you guys trust in me just for like a couple extra bucks that I'm gonna earn in like 1 year, right? So it doesn't matter that much. Homie in the barracks. Yeah, I'm in my dorm right now. One of my offers was in Golang for a government contractor. Fire. Any thoughts on Thinking Space 2?
Geometry Dash.
What's Thinking Space? Is that Geometry Dash?
That's a current top one.
That's a current top 1 map on Geometry Dash?
Top one level.
Yeah, my roommate plays Geometry Dash all the time. So yeah. I got called a LARPer for saying I've been coding for 10 years, which I have because I'm 19. Don't listen to them, bro. I've been coding for like 6 or 7. It's going to get old eventually. But I've been coding for 6 or 7 years. I started in 2019. So yeah, people don't understand that programming starts like at like literally like scratch and doing all that BS, right? So they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't understand that you're on the wave. You were on the wave before it even came out. Uh, how long did it take you to learn Dart? Learning widget states and parameters have been pretty hard. It took me like 2 to 3 months of like solid like work to like fully say I understand what is going on. Noel, like whatever you have like trouble with understanding, I can like literally help you right here on stream right now. Like ask me the question. I'll help you right here, right now. I'll like explain the thing you're talking about and stuff with widget states and parameters and all that stuff. What do I think of Elementor? Oh my god. Fuck Elementor. I used to do like I used to do WordPress like because I used to like do freelancing and I used WordPress to build like the businesses websites, and Elementor was so expensive, but it was the only option to actually build useful stuff. It was like $50 for every website. I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't do this bullshit. So fuck Elementor, fuck WordPress. I don't like it. Do I use Linux? Not yet. You guys have been trying to get me to use Linux. I've been seeing y'all in my comment section blowing that shit up. I know what I'm gonna use. We use Omar Archie, but I have not bought my second hard drive yet for dual booting. So we'll see. Give it time. I remember trying to learn scripting in Roblox when I was 11 and still couldn't do it. Yeah, bro. Oh my god. My Roblox scripting arc was peak LARPs. I literally did not know what a for loop does. All I knew is that if I copy and paste this line, things would happen in sequence. I was like peak LARPer back then, new programming. I was just watching tutorials upon tutorials. I was not doing shit. So yeah. Let's see. What do you recommend for starters in terms of like programming or what? Like in what context? Start with Gen 2 Unc, really? But like I want the Arch, like I want the Arch aura. I want the I use Arch by the way aura. Like, come on, bro. Tell me that's not aura. Like if I'm gonna switch to Linux, I need some kind of aura on me. A green aura with flies. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I remember scripting. Okay, let me. I'll make sure I'm not missing a question because I want to answer all y'all's questions. All right, nice. All right, now what am I even thinking about working on? Oh yeah, my Valorant games I played today. Look at this, by the way. Absolutely freaking chud gameplay. I go negative for like the first half of the game, and the second half I'm absolutely locked and I'm hitting all my shots. Like why? What's going on? So yeah. What do you recommend for starters building websites, front end and back end? I would say, like what framework do I recommend? Do I recommend that you learn for starters? What's like a good like just like base framework to learn? I would say take the Odin project. The Odin project is a very good course and teaches you a lot of stuff about the web, and it's just like teaches you a lot about web dev in general. So I would say Odin project peak, but if you already have background programming knowledge, you can honestly just like hop into React and get that shit going immediately and effectively. If you learn about the DOM, of course, and what's going on over there. Dara, I'm following the same path as you, lol. I know Roblox scripting and getting into Dart. Am I just like the fuller PR guy at this point? What do I think about RSC? What's RSC? Is that an acronym for something? RSC coding. What is that? Is that for Go? Is that Go? Golang stuff? Russ Cox, the author of Go. That domain in particular. I just redirect namespace. React server components. Oh, okay. I can give you guys some game on that. I would say server components are good, but you have to use them wisely. Very, very wisely. They solve the approach of like not having everything like rendered on client side, but instead of having something that it's touching like something that's right next to the server, right next to the DB, and just reduces that fetching time that it can only send it to like basically what I'm saying. But it's really, really important for not having to render stuff on client and having to fetch all that data from the server side as well. So use very sparingly, absolutely goated. doesn't mean you should like entirely render your app on the server component. Why? Why would you do that? That's stupid. You're literally mitigating the best advantage of React, which is client rendered applications and all that stuff. So yeah. Okay. Let's see what's going. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, convex, my beloved. Soon, guys. Soon. We'll see. Mm, Convex for open claw. What the freaking packet? That's crazy. Oh yeah, I need to apply for convex credits. We'll see. Soon, TM. Soon, guys. Yeah, guys. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm low-key gonna head out. I gotta play some video games. Gotta be a chud for a moment. I also gotta play like. I gotta play what? I gotta make a video about Valentine's Day tomorrow. I'm gonna make a Valentine's Day video for all us chuds. So we're gonna be good. Dara, how was my high school experience, and what do you think of? What do you think your target audience is on TikTok? Ooh, okay. So my experience in high school was all solo dolo stuff. Like I would just like build out of passion and build out of love. And in my programming classes, I wasn't really like quote unquote. No, I wouldn't say I wasn't learning much because like in the initial part of my programming class, like the first 2 weeks, where they went over stuff like classes and inheritance and all that stuff that I did understand in theory, but never really fully understood. But having a teacher teach me like made like connecting those dots, that was like really impactful. But after that, I just knew what was going on. Like I was just locked in, right? So I didn't really learn much from those classes. I was just like doing stuff for fun and overachieving all that stuff. That was really fun. And I've tried to take that into college and try to learn more in college and try to do more in college. So it's like it's been fun per that parts, but I've been again mostly solo dolo deving. I wish it was different, but hey, it is what it is, right? But in terms of like what do I think my target audience is? I think my target audience is people who are genuinely excited about programming or want to learn programming or just like have a passion for the field and don't think CS is necessarily cooked for the future. A lot of times like my actual audience actually is like a mix between unks and like younger people, but mostly unks. I've seen like a lot of unks in my not unks necessarily, but like 30-20 year olds in here, which is I think it's pretty cool as well. So yeah. What do you think about Rust? Rust is peak LARP language. Peak LARPs. It's a good language, but like the aura around it's like kind of like the Arch Linux of programming. Like if you say you use Rust, you'll have aura. Like aura, green aura with flies, that is. Like not actual aura. But yeah. Do comp sci majors get Valentines? I'll show you a Valentine right now. All right. Chat GPT. Can you generate a AI girlfriend for me? That's our Valentine's right there. I'm clipping that and I'm posting that tomorrow, by the way. Wait, shit. Okay. Wait, let me highlight that, and that's cool. All right. I've had a long ass day. Oh wow, bro. We this is new. This is not new knowledge, bro. All us comp sci majors, yes, us, as in we, as in me and you. Yes, me and you. Looking at the camera right now, we're all chuds. Nah, I'm trolling though. We got it. We got it. Anyways, let's see here. I think we're good. I don't think there's anything going on GitHub right now. Absolutely nothing. Nothing is going on GitHub. So yeah, pretty chill. How do you think my knowledge as a high school freshman is, and what can I learn to know? Oh, your knowledge is pretty good. I didn't even know you were a high school freshman. You're locked. I would say, Noel, if you want to up your knowledge, start watching a bunch of tech YouTube. I wish I watched these videos way earlier than I did, but than I do right now. But like this is peak in terms of knowing how to do dev stuff. So I'll put you onto game right now. Number 1, Theo. Oh, look at me right here. That's not funny. Theo, Theo, absolute no wait, there's this T3 Theo, absolutely goaded. You want to be watching him for web stuff, for AI stuff. He's always there when the news drops, and that actually does in-depth breakdowns of a bunch of different topics. Absolutely my goaded. I would say Primogen. Oh my god, Primogen, the Primogen, right? Um, he does a lot of videos. Not only does like his like videos on news, but his podcasts when he has all of those like absolutely goaded people like what Jason Morituri and all like his different friends like talk and like they give like nuggets of peak information. Absolutely goaded on there. And then Fireship is just keeping up with the times, like a classic or whatever. You know, Fireship and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's whatever your niche is, you find more YouTubers in that section. You love a T3 stack? I've used a T3 stack before. It's absolutely peak. But yeah. So, oh, the freaking chuds. But yeah, that's how you increase your knowledge, and that's how I increase my knowledge. I just watch a bunch of like YouTube videos while washing the dishes, and that's how I became smart. Just wash the dishes and do stuff, and you be smart 100%. Is this a Roblox game? Delta Ring? Oh shoot, I'll look at that later. But yeah, all right, guys. Great stream today. I know it was short. I know I didn't post a video today. I know I didn't do many things today, but we still showed up. We still streamed. We still chatted. We still pushed an update to Icarus. Absolutely goaded. Tomorrow I will be able to stream. I believe so if I time it right. I think I'll maybe if I go home later, I'll be fine on streaming. But yeah, great talk, guys. TRPC is so nice. Yeah, TRPC is absolutely peak. But yeah, I would say hop on the Discord if you want to talk to me off stream. Wait. Let me read one more thing though. On Monday, I rewrote 65 migrations and I fucked up my original DB schema types. I use text instead of UEID. Oh my freaking. Wait. Let's speak experience, by the way. I know Dockerization, GitHub, and REST APIs is that good. Yeah, for a freshman in high school, you're way ahead of the game. Like actually way ahead of the game. So I think you're pretty good. I think we're pretty good. So keep at it. Keep exploring new tools. Like at your age, Noel, you have so much time to do a whole lot of bullshit that you're at peak point. I would also say, Noel, there's a guy I know who's also your age. His name is Leo, and he's also a pretty goated dev. So I guess like follow him on Twitter, start interacting with him. Oh, he's 14 years old actually. Okay, so he's not even he's 14. Oh, so hit him up, my freaking goat. So yeah, this like if I ever make it big, and I want to hire somebody, and I want to give somebody the opportunity, I'm giving this guy the opportunity first, no matter what. So this is my goat. So y'all, you hit him up on start tweeting on X or whatever. So yeah, that's it. Good talking to you guys. See you guys, and yeah, toodles. The yeah. I'm still live on
I'm dead.
YouTube.